Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're doing another in the series of the motorcycle clubs here in Hawke's Bay, and beside me is the beautiful Cindy.
Thank you.
Cindy, introduce yourself and let the folks know who you are and what's happening.
I'm Cindy, and I am one of the organisers, do I call it organisers, of the Iron Sisters in Hawke's Bay. Mm-hmm. We've been going for really 7 years, 5 years doing annual rides for fundraising. Yep,
it's really good. Okay, so who started it and why?
Well, we just sort of fell together. There's four of us that are the original Iron Sisters, but we were just four women that were riding together. Okay. And so it was Leanne, Deanne, myself, and Kim.
Okay.
And yeah, that's how we formed, was just the four of us.
Yep.
And we ended up riding and meeting the Military Brotherhood.
Right.
For lunch.
Okay.
And that's how we ended up figuring out we needed to get a name together, because we didn't have a name. Okay. We were just girls that rode together.
Yep.
And one of the girls, I'm pretty sure it was Kimmy, suggested to the boys, they run an Ink and Iron every year,
yep,
raising money for returned vets or Remembrance Army.
Yep.
And they have a show up there, so they have a tattoo show, they have a titty show, all that sort of thing.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure it was Kimmy suggested, why don't you have a wheat job show? And the boys said, okay, you get money together and we will have the show. And so that was our first fundraiser ride, was to get the money for this show for the wheat jocks,
yep,
plus to donate some money.
Brilliant.
And then we had to come up with a name.
Okay.
So that's when Iron Sisters came out for the bike, the sisterhood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, fantastic.
Yeah.
And you joined and you were riding together because you didn't have a fit with the male clubs, or you just the other three girls with you that just absolutely loved riding together?
Yeah, we just loved riding together. We'd go away. We were a bit intimidated about riding with the boys because they ride fast.
Yep.
That was our impression. They ride fast. Some of them don't.
Yep.
Now that we've got to ride with them more often, there's the ones that like to go fast and there's the ones that just cruise.
Yeah.
So now we ride with the boys, but in the beginning it was just, us girls.
Yep.
Yeah, there was another girl, Jo. She would ride with us also, but she never came on to be an Iron Sister, but she's a great supporter with us.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the supporters, don't you?
Definitely.
Now, how many ladies have you got in the club? If we think of them as patch members, if you like, or members of the full-blown members of the club. Talking about the patch though, you have the Iron Sisters. I'll just pan around here for a minute, guys.
So this part here, the Mukakoiwai, that's the four sisters that started the club. So, and these parts here that come up, that's our journey we're taking. So the highway we're taking and the people that we're meeting along the way are the sisters, just people that we're meeting along the way. But this part here is the four sisters that started the club.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Right. So there's your colours. Now you're a front patch, not a back patch.
Yeah, front patch. We have them on our back for our sweatshirts and our t-shirts, but when we ride, it's just the front.
Yep, just much like there. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and membership. What's your membership?
At the moment, there is only 6 of us. Yep. We did have quite a few at one stage, but a few of the girls went their own way and they're doing their own thing.
Yep.
But there's 6 actual members, and there is probably 12 that are supporters.
Cool.
And they do everything with us.
Yep.
So the only reason they haven't become members is because we haven't gone there.
Yep.
We had a hard year last year in our group, and we just decided we'll just stay as we are.
Yep.
And then bring the girls in. But these girls that are the supporters, they are fantastic. They do so much for us.
Yeah.
And some don't even ride.
Yep.
But that's why we don't have MC.
Yep.
Because it's about the woman. It's not about whether you ride a bike.
Okay.
Yep.
No, that's good, because I didn't realise that. And I think a lot of folks out there wouldn't have realised that either.
Yeah. We're not a motorcycle club per se.
Yeah.
But most of us ride. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. And ride well, from what I've seen. I think been on a couple of your rides.
Yep.
Yeah. No, really cool. Okay. Now this is a bit of a tricky one. Let's come to what I sort of think is the elephant in the room.
Yep.
When we talk about or you hear about female or ladies motorcycle groups, a lot of the perception comes down, and I'll say this straight up, there's no mucking around with this. Dykes on bikes, boobs on bikes, all that sort of thing hasn't done a lot for the motorcycling world for as far as the ladies are concerned. And you hear a ladies' motorcycle group and you think of some potty-mouthed, tattooed, boozed up, drug-taking, prison bait, loose morals sort of people that go around. Well, nothing's further from the truth, is it?
No. There may be
some.
Some.
Really bad perception.
Yeah, there is. There may be some out there that are like that, but all the women that I know that ride, their mums, they like men.
Yep.
Their mums.
I'm pleased about that.
Yeah. And the nanas, and they work hard. Their riding is their stress relief or their outlet, and they like getting together with other women.
Yep.
You know, but being a woman rider, and especially with a club name, is hard because we get a lot of crap from people, and women as well as men.
Yep.
And I don't know why the women, we're meant to be about uplifting each other, so I don't know why the women need to be a little bit nasty.
Yep.
And the men are just sort of like, oh, look at these bunch of girls. But, most of them are pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah, they let us join in and they look after us. So
yeah,
they're
so they
cool.
should.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, no, that's good. Now, we had a bit of a problem. In actual fact, it finished the group off with CMA. We had a wrench night, and we got a lot of flack from guys. We know what that's all about, because it was women only for maintenance on the motorcycles.
Yeah.
And just to give them an environment with something that was safe, they weren't going to get head on, all the rest of it, and we got a lot of flack. And in the end, somebody, we couldn't find out who it was, actually got in on our site and put up a lot of porn and a whole lot of rubbish, so we had to cancel it. And it lost the girls, they just bailed, and I don't blame them, because that's exactly what we didn't want. We're trying to get away from that, so there's some idiots out there.
There's small minds. That's a fantastic idea, because there's a lot of women that ride or want to ride, and they're worried about what if their bike breaks down, what if they don't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
So if they can be taught to do, change your tyre or change the oil or whatever, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were doing, and then these idiots got in there, and it was just because it was women. And the idea was having a safe place for women to go, they can learn how to maintain the bikes, and they're not going to get ripped off when they go into a garage, and get something done. So anyway, we know where you're coming from on that. It's really bad.
Yeah, it is, but that's their world, not our world.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Happy thoughts now.
Yep.
Okay. Events and fundraisers. Tell us a little bit more about those.
So because we started off with the Military Brotherhood, they sort of got us going and have been our number one supporters, and the brothers here in Hawke's Bay, they're our second number one supporters as well. We decided that our fundraising would go to the military, so either Return Vets, Remembrance Army, Veterans in Need, anything like that, because that was our association. So every year that's what we raise our money for, and all our profit goes there. So anything for our prizes, anything we need to get the ride going is sponsored.
Right.
We pay for nothing.
Yeah.
And the 100% profit goes to whoever we choose. This year it's going to be communities affected by cyclone. We've decided to do that because of what's happened here, and we're locals. And that run will be running out of Norsewood. Only because one of the girls lived there, and it was her turn to pick what the ride was going to be.
Great.
So every year we have a turn.
Yeah.
So it's running out of Norsewood, and again, we've already got all our sponsorship.
Wow.
And it's in October, same weekend every year, and 100% profit will be going to them.
Okay, what's the date on that one, Cindy?
28th of October.
28th of October. Okay, put it in your diaries, guys. Get it down there, support them. Cool. Okay, so that's mainly on the military base, and fair enough too, because the guys got a pretty hard time when they came back, especially the known guys. Yeah. Little association with them.
Well, it is. It's a lot of the rides raise money for cancer, child cancer. So this is something just a little bit different. Yeah. So that's why we picked that.
Yeah, and you got a ball coming up shortly.
Yes, it's actually not a sisters ball. I'm helping out. Two of us sisters. helping out with it. But it's bikers for, it's not a sisters, it's a bikers. Yes, that's at the end of the month, and that's looking really good.
Great.
Yeah, it's going to be a neat night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people have jumped on board. That I was surprised, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
because, I know out there a lot of people think it's a sisters' ball, because I've been asked.
Yep.
And so a few people that, sort of look upon us as all those girls, they've actually brought tickets.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's awesome. It's awesome we've all got together and doing it.
Yeah.
And that money goes to communities affected by cyclone.
Yeah.
Gabrielle as well.
Excellent. No, that's good. Okay, now coming down a little bit further, where do you think the sisters are going to now? Are you looking to expand, or are you just staying where you are? You did mention before there's half a dozen of you now who are full members.
Yeah.
Quite happy to stay there, or you'd like the club to grow?
I think it grows slowly.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning we went fast. All these women wanted to jump on board,
Yep.
and we went too fast, and there were personality clashes,
Right.
and things like that. And that's what you get when you get a lot of people together.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, it's normal. But I think where we're at the moment, the girls are also, we all get on well.
Yep.
And our supporters are fantastic. Like anything, they're just in there. So there's a couple of the supporters that are hanging out to join, so they probably will. This probably next year, because we've got so much on this year.
Yeah.
And we will grow, but slowly.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a better way to go.
Yeah, for sure it is. Yeah. There's a settling in time on both sides.
Yeah.
Just get sorted out.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
cool. Okay, now if you want to join, what's your criteria and how do they get hold of you?
Well, we've got a Facebook page, and I think we've got emails, everything on that Facebook page, actually. I haven't looked at it lately. They can go to our Facebook page, or they'll see us around, just come and say g'day.
Yep.
And to hang out with us is just that's it, hang out with us.
Yep.
Get to know us. We may not be your cup of tea.
Yeah.
Exactly. It goes both ways, but that's the criteria. You don't have to do anything, you just have to get to know us.
Apart from being female.
Yeah, female. yeah. I don't know, we've got a couple of males that hang out.
They'd get the back of the pack though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, we put them at the back. But that's it, just hang out, get to know us.
Yeah.
And then figure out if we're for you or you're for us, really.
Yeah.
But we're a pretty cruisy group, and we try and support as much as we can with the other groups.
Yes.
But, being mums and nanas and working all week, it gets a bit hard.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we're building, so that ties us up a bit.
Yep. No, that's all very good. Okay, now is there anything else you'd like to tell the folks?
No.
At the club? You all good?
Just really, if you see us, come and say hi. Get to know us, and we're pretty cool group girls, I think.
You've always made me welcome when I've come over there, which has been cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I always finish off with a personal question. You might know what's coming. When did you start riding? What was your first motorcycle?
I started riding when I was probably 12.
Wow.
And it would have been a trail bike.
Yeah.
We used to go down the river quite a bit. And my first actual road bike would have been, I think it was a Yamaha 650 Special. And I used to ride it to work every day, and I would have been 16, 17.
Cool.
Yeah. And that's when I started riding. But as most women, when you have babies, you stop riding, and I became a pillion passenger.
Yep.
And then, started again on my own. I prefer to ride than be on the back.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, no, you sound similar to Helen and I, with my wife and I were the same, and a lot of people do, with noises and children and that sort of thing. You have a bit of a break, and then you get back to it, because once it's in the blood, it's in the blood, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely. My whole family rides.
Fabulous.
Yeah, my brothers and sisters, and my mum and dad rode, so it's definitely in the blood.
In the genes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thanks very much, Cindy. Thanks for your time, and thanks for your hospitality.
You're welcome. Anytime.
To come on in.
Yep.
So there you are, guys, and girls. I should say more of the girls. If you're looking for a club to join, without all the macho rubbish and the bits and the pieces that can sometimes go along with it, give the girls at Iron Sisters a look, and get hold of them through their website, and come and see them on the road, come and see them at the events. If it sounds like you, give them a look over, they'll have a look with you too. So thanks again, Cindy.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Cool. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Don't forget to ride free. And of course, God bless.